What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the Business Breakthrough. I'm here with Alex, ready to rock. I know you and I have been getting this rescheduled, man. I'm happy to be with you. How's the start of the New Year's going, man?
Going pretty good.
Pretty good so far?
Yep.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So tell me, man, you called the meeting. I'd love to know a little bit about, what's going on in the business. Tell me, an area that's going really well, things are working really well, and then an area you'd like to maybe improve a little bit.
Yeah, so we've been in business for 8 years now, going for nine. And we're actually pretty good at building like relationships with builders and general contractors.
Sure.
And so we're pretty good on that side. But we're kind of struggling when finding like new clients,
Okay.
like new homeowners.
Right.
We do get a lot of like repeat customers, but that's where I feel like we're struggling the most.
Let me do a little diagnostic on you, brother. So you're the owner of the company, correct?
Yes.
Okay. How many employees do you have?
So we don't have any employees. It's all subcontractors.
Okay. Are you the only salesperson?
Yes.
Do you also do all the project management?
Yes.
Okay. So most of what you do is kind of you operating the whole business pretty much by yourself.
Pretty much. Yeah, I do all the managing and the
Okay.
sales and stuff,
So
and to
the
do the
struggle.
we have and we have subcontractors to do do the work.
Got it. Okay. So the struggle right now is finding new customers in your pipeline, right? Like people that are you know just that seek out painting in your area and then inquire for an estimate, right?
Right.
Well, you're in Colorado, right? So that's like for me, I think that's like the painting capital of the world. I mean, there's so many painting companies there. How can you stand out from it, right?
Yeah, very competitive.
How are you currently getting the jobs that you're getting now?
So we do a little bit of advertising, recommendations, and we get a lot of work from builders,
Okay, getting a lot of work.
general contractors.
Are you wanting to get
Yeah,
more?
in general contractors.
You want to get more residential work?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, I'm sure you know this. You need to do some marketing. Have you ever done any marketing before? And if are you currently spending any money on marketing right now?
A little bit. We've done a little bit of SEO. We haven't really seen anything from it. But aside from that, we do like Yelp and stuff like that.
Okay. Um, well, I can tell you this. I mean, I think that the one thing that has happened, maybe you might be aware of this, is you got a little comfortable with the work that you've been given by the GCs and the new construction. My assumption is that's slowing down. Is that true? Is it slowing down a little bit?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, slowing down a little bit, and being they sometimes they'll send like a lot of work, and then it'll like just stop,
Right.
for a while, and it feels like that's kind of how it is.
So what you have to
But I mean,
understand,
it's been great.
yeah, there's two types of marketing, right? I mean, I think the first one that you need to understand is an aggressive approach to marketing. The aggressive approach to marketing means that you actually control the you control the results because you put in to the channel, right? In other words, I want you to picture like a lever and you pull down that lever and then money comes out of it, right? Right now, you don't have anything like that in your business. And that is a very, very bad thing because when things come up in business, things that you were relying on are no longer there and now you don't have work, right? And that's obviously not as detrimental to other companies, but for someone like you have to rely on the subcontractors to be able to be loyal to you. And if you don't have work, they're going to go work for someone else. I think you know that. So here's the deal, man. I think the first thing is what do you know about Facebook ads? Have you thought about Facebook ads? Have you ever had anyone manage Facebook ads for you?
I've thought about it, but never really done it.
Okay. Do you go on Facebook?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
sometimes.
Do you ever see an advertisement?
I mean, every time I search something on Google, like I'll start
Yeah.
seeing like those ads,
Yeah. Do
that
you under,
stuff.
yeah. So do you know how that happens?
Not really.
Me either, but it works, right? I mean, it's crazy, huh? And that's all you need.
Yeah, yeah. No, I know that.
And that's where I'm trying to get at with you, Alex, is the reality is, okay, is that people who don't know who you are will actually get to see who you are. And that's crazy because you don't have to knock on their door for them to know who you are. You just put money into Facebook and Facebook figures out how to put your ad in front of the right person. Isn't that crazy?
Okay. So you suggest that I look into that?
Alex, I don't suggest it. It's a requirement now. It used to be a suggestion, but it's a requirement now. If you want to succeed, if you want to scale your business, not only just for the fact that you need leads, this is a requirement because Alex, as a business owner, you need to have awareness of how this channel works because it works. People are on Facebook. Every one of your potential customers is on Facebook or they know what Facebook is, right? So what better way
Right.
to knock on their door than to have an ad show up when they're actually just hanging out, scrolling on the right, scrolling on their phone, right? What better way? What better way to introduce your company to someone that doesn't know who you are than to do that on Facebook? Now, here's the deal: you can't just put your logo on Facebook. It requires, Alex, putting yourself on Facebook because that's what people are there for, right? Filming a quick video
Hmm.
selfie that says, "Hi, I'm Alex, owner of A&R Painting here in wherever you are, Boulder or whatever city you're in. I'd like to introduce myself, and I'd love to know if you'd be interested in getting a free painting estimate or whatever that is." Make it. It doesn't even need to be professionally edited. It just needs to be authentic because that's what gets people to move forward is when they can trust you. That's just one channel, Alex. But here's the deal. You need someone to facilitate this for you because you're busy selling jobs and estimating and managing your crew and managing the job and managing your current customers. You need to pay someone to do this for you.
Right.
Let me ask you this. Could you right now pay someone $3,000 to manage your Facebook ads per month?
Yeah. Right now, yeah.
Right now, okay. So if you were to pay someone $3,000, wouldn't you expect a good ROI from that?
I mean, I hope so. I
You
hope I get
better
a good return on
from that.
investment.
Right. Our average job size in house painting is anywhere between 3 and 4 grand. Would you agree with that?
Yeah. I mean, it's a little higher here in
Maybe a
Colorado,
little
but
bit,
yeah.
even better, right? So here's the deal. This is where I'm getting at, Alex, is you need to be an investor now, man. You need to be an investor. You need to take that money that you're making and you need to stick it into an investment. You need to look at marketing channels like they're an investment. It's not just Facebook. It's the fact that you put money into the thing and it gives you money back, gives you more back than you got. What you do from the time you get the lead to the time you sell the job is a controllable that you have to refine your sales process, right? Your lead nurturing process. Do you use Dripjobs?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So,
started using it like 3 4 months ago.
okay. How do you like it?
It's pretty good. Pretty good. Keeps everything organized, and I like all the messages that get sent out. The drips and stuff like that.
Okay.
Very
So, Alex,
useful.
the psychology behind this is I want you to first think of yourself as an investor. You need to invest in a marketing company to facilitate this this these ad management for you so you can do what you're best at. Being a leader in a business is about being resourceful, right? You sought out my help for a coaching session, right? That's number one. And number two is taking action. And also, I need you to recognize that marketing is not optional for you until you hit $1 million and most of your business comes from word of mouth, which I still don't recommend. I still think you should spend more money on marketing. Like you should be at your stage. I think you wrote down that you're doing $60,000 a month. Is that true in revenue?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
About 60 grand.
Mm-hmm.
Every month you should be spending, I would
Yeah.
think, 10% of that. Just early on, 10% of that should go right back into leads, marketing, and getting people to see your brand and engage with your company online. And right now that hasn't been happening.
Okay.
Now let me ask you this.
Yeah. No.
Let me ask
Yeah.
you this.
Go ahead.
I'm actually, what city are you in?
We're in Denver, Aurora.
Okay, you're in Denver. All right, so I'm going to look up Denver painting contractor. Okay. So if I Google Denver painting contractor, I don't have to go very far to find some really good painting contractors. Very rarely is someone going to go onto is going to find you, because I can't even find you on here. Okay. Have you ever had anyone work on your SEO?
Yes,
Who?
we have I think it's called Digital Guider.
Okay. Do you pay them anymore?
No, but I did like for a year.
Okay. Well, good. So we need somebody actively working on your SEO. This isn't optional, man. This is like, if you don't do this, you're never gonna get beyond $400,000 in revenue. Well, you might be if you're doing 60 grand, but in other words, I'm saying new revenue, right? And I think GC money is good, and I think new construction money is good, but residential money comes from generating that interest and being present when people search for your name. They're the best customers. You're going to make more money doing residential out of that 60,000 than you probably are doing the new construction, right?
Mm-hmm.
The margins are higher.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say like 60% of what we do is builders, and 40% it's like residential stuff. So I'd like more of it to be residential.
Right. So I would say this, man. Alex, there's a lot we could cover here, man. But to be honest with you, you might know this, you might not, man. But we need to get some marketing, especially because you're a subcontractor-based business, right? So ultimately, you're a sales company. Like, you need to see that, and you need to understand that you're just a sales company, and you're selling leads to your subcontractors to produce the revenue. You need leads. You need to pay for those.
Okay.
Any questions?
And you think that's a good place to start?
I mean, it's just like that. I mean, it's not. I mean, it's just like we're in survival mode right now, man. It's not like it's not like I think. It's like, dude, if you don't do this, we're in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
We have to do this. Even not so much just for the results. Like I said, it's so you can learn how to manage the lead flow and how you can understand that, like, a lead from Facebook is different than a lead from Google. If I ask you that question, what's the difference? What's the difference between a Facebook lead and a Google lead? I'm going to ask you this question. Could you tell me?
I mean, I know that. I mean, if someone finds you in Google, I mean, they're already, they're looking for,
Right.
for the service.
Right.
With Facebook, same. If they find you or they come across you, it's because they're already looking.
Right. Well, Facebook, not always. What you're describing on Facebook is a retargeting campaign, right? So like you said, if I go to a website and type in back scratcher, right, on Google, and the next thing you know, on Facebook, I'm seeing an ad for a back scratcher, like, that's retargeting. But what you're going to mostly be doing on Facebook is prospecting, right? So in other words, you're casting a really big net out into the ocean and hoping somebody gets in that net, right? And what might happen, Alex, is they might see your ad and then they might click it and then they might go to your profile and look at some of your previous work, right? And then they might say, well, this is a good company. I'm going to like their page. So when I do need painting in the future, I have a way to contact them, right? And then you have people that contact you because maybe they saw a really good before and after picture and they're super motivated. They're excited. They're like, oh my God, I can't wait to get my cabinets painted. And then they start thinking, oh my God, I can't afford that, or that's too expensive, or I don't need that right now. And they don't respond to you when they submit their information because they don't want to tell you that they're not interested anymore. So it's important for you to just make sure that you learn these leads. And then the last part of this, so we have Google leads, we have the social media leads, and then the last one is those lead aggregators. Do you ever use Angie Leads? Do you ever use any of those guys?
We used Home Advisor back,
Well, they just
a
changed
while
it.
ago, but we've never. Yeah, I that's what I've heard. It's the same thing, but we haven't used Angie's, but we did use Home Advisor.
Why did you stop?
I mean, too expensive.
You know
And
what's
I mean, a lot of the leads that we would call them, and like 10 other painters had called them already. So
yeah, you
they're
didn't
like,
have drip
"Don't call
jobs.
me back."
See, you didn't have drip jobs. You need automation. You need something that connects to that service
Yeah.
and text messages and emails instantly. You need to call them and get back on the list, brother. It's not that it's expensive. It's that you're not seeing the value in what's actually happening. It's what's great about Angie Leads is that at any moment in time, you get the customer's information of someone that wants a full exterior interior repaint, and you didn't have to do anything. Of course, it's expensive. They did all the hard work,
Mm-hmm.
right? And all you have to do is call them and book an appointment. And you might think,
Right.
oh, well, this
I
person
mean,
didn't.
that is true. I feel that with leads like that, you have to call them like immediately, or or you lose it.
Alex, you're a salesman. You are not. How did you get into this business?
A friend of mine got me into painting, and I just decided to start my company after a couple years.
Okay, so do you have any experience in sales?
A little bit, not a lot, but I do have a little bit.
Okay. And I can't see you, man. Can you lower that? Sorry, it's like your head. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're fine. So what I need you to understand is you do have experience in sales. You are literally a salesperson. You are not a painting business owner right now. You're a salesperson. And if you were the salesperson of A&R Painting in Aurora, Colorado, and you weren't the owner, would you be happy working for your company?
Yeah,
No, you
I
wouldn't
would.
because you don't get any leads. What do you mean? You wouldn't be happy. You would be like, hey, man, I need leads or I'm going to leave. Like, either
Yeah.
you're going to give me leads or you're going to give me a strategy to get my
Or-
own leads. Because here's the deal, Alex, you can't just build this business for yourself. You need to prepare for the roles that are going to follow you. And you need to be able to say, hey, if I hire you as a salesperson, I'm going to make sure that you have at least 20 or 30 leads a month for you to go and do estimates for. Because it's easy for you to just say, well, I don't have any estimates this week. And no one will care. But if you ever want to grow this thing, you need a salesperson that has leads to run.
Exactly. And I mean, that's what I feel. I need to get out of that. I mean, I eventually want to hire a salesman, and but I want to be able to generate enough leads for them.
You know what's great? You have
So
to
they,
generate. You just have to pay someone to generate. Isn't that cool?
yeah,
Just use money, and then they'll give you more money. But you got to put in the work. You got to put in the work to be a better salesperson. You have to have urgency. You have to call and make people feel like that you already know them, right? Like it's just this whole circle of like, hey, guess what? I'm going to win this game. It's like not everyone can win this game. And I'm coming at you in a way because I care. And I also want you to know that you got a long road ahead. You have to learn how these marketers work. You have to learn how these lead aggregators work. You have to learn, you need to really understand that you are a salesman and you need leads. And that's not an option anymore. It's like if it's too expensive, you know what's too expensive? A failing business. You know what's great? If you have money in the bank, putting it into something that gives you a better ROI than the stock market. It's just moving money around. That's all it is. Take your winnings, you put it
Right.
back into marketing, you get more winnings. It's a phenomenon that is amazing. And you just sit in the middle. You take the lead, you turn the lead into a big amount, right? We take a $100 lead and we sell an $8,000 job. And then we have someone do the $8,000 job and pay him $4,000. Guess what you have? $4,000 minus your lead cost. And you're sitting in the driver's seat. So that's how you need to think. It's like, I need leads. That should be the question. I need leads. And it should be, how do I get more leads? That should be what you wake up and say to yourself every single day.
All right.
So do you want to ask me the question?
So, I mean, do you have a recommendation for someone that I could use for like Facebook ads and stuff?
You know I do. I'm
I
going to
mean,
give you
I'd love to.
after we get off this call, I'll send you a text message with a recommendation. I just want you to understand, man. It's
Okay.
like, I know the position you're in, okay? And it's this kind of like in-between phase, right? I just want you to be proactive. That's all. And I think you need the right team to help you do that, okay? And I have the right team. Another thing is I highly suggest you get some accountability in your life when it comes to your business in terms of coaching. That's another component that I believe every business owner needs. They need a great marketing company, they need a great software, and they need a coaching program. Okay? Why? Because without accountability as a business owner, you just stay stagnant. And that's it. So if you would like, I'll give you a recommendation for coaching as well. Okay?
Yeah, that would be.
Alex, good luck to you, man. Make it a great year, brother.
Thank you, Tanner.
Do you have any other questions, man?
Thank you.
Anything else I can help with right now, or are we gonna just ride that wave of leads and in a month or so, I'll tell you how to win more jobs when you have all those leads.
Yeah, no, that's a good way to start. I mean, I'll definitely invest more in getting leads and stuff like that. We'll start with just go there and we'll just kind of go from there, man. Thanks for taking the time and I really appreciate it.
Absolutely, brother. Good luck to you. You're gonna crush it this year, and I'll send you a text message here in a little bit.
Awesome. Thank you.
Take care.